Want to start is with someone new, not just to this show, but to the community. We're so glad she's here with me now. Dr. Deborah Barksdale. She's the new dean of UNCG School of Nursing. Welcome.
Thank you.
My way of VCU, and we're so glad to have, I know you've been here for a little while, but I'm still going to call you new. And so I'm going to put you on the spot first and say, even though you're sort of getting used to everything, have you sort of already formulated what your goals are, at least short-term or long-range? Given any thought to that?
Yes, I have. I've been thinking about that since early on in the interview process. And so going forward, some of the things that I intend to focus on with the School of Nursing are increasing our enrollment. We will be working through some of our diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. We will be expanding our research footprint there in the School of Nursing. People oftentimes don't realize that nurses do research, and not only just research in the community, but more biophysiological research in labs.
Yeah.
So enrollment, diversity, research, and also expanding our educational programs.
I just think it's great. I know people who are watching this, and we probably had a wide shot a minute ago, they say, well, what is this doll doing up here? And it's a commemorative Barbie of Julia, which for those of you who are too young to remember this, it was a great show in the late 60s with my buddy, the late Diane Carroll, starring as that. It was the first African-American woman to do a lead show in a show like that. And you brought this on, why?
That was my inspiration. She was my inspiration for becoming a nurse. I was 9 years old when I decided I was going to be a nurse, and it was from watching the show Julia with Diane Carroll. Now, I later realized that she really didn't do a whole lot of nursing in the show, but to see someone like me who was on a television show and could be a role model. She was my inspiration.
Exactly. She's a great lady. I've had the privilege of working with her some years ago, and yeah, I think she inspired a lot of people, and that show did too. And it's interesting to know that it inspired you as well. Now, this will be the first year, I think, the first full year where the new nursing school building is going to be in full operation. What is that space going to allow you to do and the students to do that maybe they couldn't do before?
Well, first of all, the space is amazing. The building is amazing. I was told that the nursing school was spread out over 5 buildings.
Right.
So this allows us to all be in one place together, to live, learn, and grow together. What we'll be able to do differently? We have state-of-the-art simulation facilities. We have everything from an apartment that's simulated to teach people in the community how to navigate their space, walk up their stairs. We have other simulated experience labs with these high-fidelity mannequins. I think we have about 8 of those. We have additional practice rooms for students.
Wow.
So on the student education side, a lot better training facilities. We have state-of-the-art research facilities as well, expanded suites for research. We have expanded wet labs that we can do those assays and that biological and physiological research.
That is just something. That's just amazing. Of course, I'm a UNCG graduate. I graduated in the 1800s, but I was there, and yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Things were spread out before. This is going to be great. Before time gets away, nursing shortage. We talk about it all the time. Very quickly, how are you and your students and your program and your goals going to help abate this quickly?
Well, it's projected that North Carolina will be about 1,300 nurses short by 2025. So what we're trying to do is to expand our focus on and having more nurses educated. We need more clinical partners. We need more nurse educators. We need our clinical partners to see our nursing students as part of the solution and not a burden on them. And so we are doing our part, and hopefully if we can expand enrollment, we will help deal with the nursing shortage.
That's great. Up on the screen, nursing.uncg.edu is a website I'd like for you folks to check out. The general website, of course, uncg.edu. Dr. Barksdale, Deborah, thanks for doing this, and great success to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Glad to be here.
We'll be right back.